Hey, how's it going? Let's talk about this Brawl. So here's the deal. Each class has a different Brawl. Easy enough. And I don't actually hate it conceptually, but I think the execution is, So it's supposed to be this epic clash of brawls, or, I mean, it could be, right? Going Raven Idol Druid against Shifter Xeris Warlock isn't awful, but there are some crazy strong tempo decks here that just outdo everything else. Paladin, Rogue, and Shaman give you way too much. Shaman cheats out minions with cost-reduced portals, Rogue gets minions from casting spells, and Paladin gets spells from minions. Like, how does Banana Warrior compete with that? It doesn't. What's more, Randomonium presents a unique challenge in that your high roll is just way higher than everyone else's. And it's not even oppressive in the way standard format decks are, because turn 3 could be a pass and then turn 4 could be playing your whole hand. And I actually quite like Randomonium, but only because my opponent is also playing it. It could swing either way at a moment's notice. It's stupid, it's random, it's fun. It's the same as the Priest's Clone Ball. It's not fun when you're the only one who can get those dumb swings. It feels like cheating. Now, this next thing only bothers me because it seems like it could be an easy fix. It's the lack of clarity on what class gets what Brawl before you're in. You don't know what Brawl you're playing until after the mulligan. So if you picked Hunter, you're probably going to mulligan for Curve because, you know, that's how you play the game. But Randomonium wants you to high roll your opponent on 2, so good luck. You know that screen they have in the solo adventures where the boss has a little bit of flavor text below them? This thing here? This is a good base for how to do this Brawl. Now, I'm not a UI person, and I don't know how much effort it would really take. And I really don't want you armchair game devs shitting on Blizzard here because some goof on the internet cut and pasted some screenshots together, but this is a mock-up of my idea. It clearly has some readability issues in English, meaning that it's probably worse in other languages, but a mouse over option is also doable, which is what I think would work here. I guess maybe they were trying to make you try each of the classes by not telling you, so, you know, you had to go and figure it out by yourself, but really all it does is make you concede when you realize your opponent is just better. Anyway, this problem goes away if the brawls are balanced with each other. It seems to me like they were trying to theme them, and it worked out for some of them. You know, Priest has clones, Rogue has the Rogue Brawl, it's literally the Rogue one. Warrior has bananas? I mean, like, if you're not going to give us warrior-themed brawls, then at least give us a good one. Admittedly, grabbing 9 brawls that are all about the same power level is hard. I wouldn't expect that. I mean, in the standard format, there are strong classes and there are weak classes. That's how card games are. And a format like this should probably have even more leeway with relative strength, but you could get a little closer than this. Right now you have a couple crazy ones, a couple that are totally random but also usually crazy, and the rest are this. Again, not a game designer, but here goes. Let's start with what we can keep. I think Druid, Mage, and Warlock are fine. Thematically, in terms of power, everything. Totally fine. Now, let's give Hunter the Spider Brawl. That brings it more in line with its slower competitors, and it's very thematically appropriate because Hunter is like the Beast class. And if you look here, it's actually even included on the graphic they used, so, you know, easy fixes. Give Rogue this Pirate Treasure one where you discover cards each turn. Give Shaman this Murloc Quest one, which is, you know, Murloc Quest Shaman. And Priest this other clone one so that it keeps that clone flavor from the old one, but it gets pulled back in line with where the others are. Questionable decision incoming? Give Paladin the Banana Brawl. No, wait, hear me out. Warrior's problem is twofold with this Brawl. First, it has a relatively low power level, in general, which doesn't matter anymore because of the other changes. We brought everyone down to that level. And it has an inability to stick minions to buff, because you only get bananas when your minions die. So this is an issue innate to the Brawl, but Paladin gets around it because of their hero power. Besides, Paladin is already the buff class, and it fits thematically there, and bananas are yellow, just like Paladins. So that leaves Warrior. I think the best match would be Dr. Boom's Ignoble Garden. It's not exciting, and we just saw it recently, but we also just played Clone Ball the other week, so I don't think that matters too much. It works thematically, and I think its Boombot-themed minions should be able to keep pace with the mana cheating of the other decks. And that's it. Every class brought into line for a much more functional Brawl. I think this Brawl is a product of its time, really. It was first debuted in May 2017 as the 100th Brawl, and we've had so many new ones since then. I really think this Brawl should have been updated to reflect that. I think I'd like to see a cavalcade of Brawls every few months, but revised with new Brawls, so that way we can see how far we've come. What do you guys think? Should we see this Brawl more often with some changes, or should we just abandon it entirely? Let me know in the comments below, and if you'd like to hear more from me, I'm live on Twitch every weekday starting at 9 AM Eastern, and I usually go for about 3 hours. Friday, May 29th is a special stream for the release of Xenoblade Chronicles, so if you're a big JRPG fan, make sure you check it out, link in the description. Make sure you follow me on there as well as on Twitter, so you never miss an update. Until then, stay safe.